Good morning, day 119, July 31st. Man, the flies here are insane. They were about as bad as the mosquitoes. I mean, they just assaulted us, just kept landing on us, and if you let them stay, they would bite and flying into your face. It's 6:04. It's already warm out, and we're gonna go 4.2 miles here to begin with, where we'll get some water and then move on. I can't believe in like 2.5 days, we will be in Washington. We made a reservation for a stay in Hood River. We've got about 800 and some feet up and almost 1,100 feet down to this first stop here in a couple hours. I'd like to go 20 today, but I don't know if we will, because I don't know if the other two, if Hoover and Carrie, are up for 20 today. We don't need to cover that much ground. I just would like to. But there's no me and team. Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, no, there. Well, you can make a me. There's still quite a bit of snow around. There were patches of snow all around our campsite, and we crossed several patches yesterday. Look at those trees, root balls. All right, guys, this is looking like a nice walk this morning. Oh my gosh, though, I'm already starting to sweat, and I'm not even climbing anything. It's warm out. I'm glad we're getting an early start. I have a feeling today's going to be a bit of a scorcher. Can feel going through pockets of air where all of a sudden there's this nice, super warm, I mean, not nice, too warm for me, but a warm air, and then there'll be just a moderately warm air. Flies are gone now. They're not assaulting me anymore. That's nice. I swapped out my river crossing Merrill shoes for which were gator type. Croc type shoes. I swapped them out for a chair, about the same weight, but now I have a little chair. We'll see if I use it much. Couldn't have used it there, but like when we stop for water, lots of times there's not great places to sit. Lots of times I just sit on my pack, but when I'm eating lunch, I've got to get into my pack, so it might be nice. Might be superfluous weight. We'll see how I like it. If I don't love it, I'll ship it home. Well, I hear like some thunder. There is a remote possibility of thunderstorms, but hopefully we can stay out of them. I have a couple trash compactor garbage type sacks in my pack that I could use to line everything. Well, this pack was supposed to be waterproof, but when I went through rain the other day, things inside got damp, so I'm not confident if it was a sustained rain, stuff inside my bag would get wet. Now I do have some waterproof stuff sacks inside the bag, but I don't trust that everything would stay dry in there, so I picked up a couple garbage sacks. Okay, I'll see you down the trail. Came from there. Here's the view out to my left. Terry's going barefoot. I went across in my shoes. All right, I think this is my first view of my birth state, Washington. There's, I think, Mount St. Helens, which blew its top off in 1980. And to the right there, I think is Mount Rainier. And then right up here, Mount Hood. That's Mount St. Helens up there. Can't see Rainier now. All right, that's Mount Hood. Some nice waterfalls. And as we swing around to the left, we see Mount St. Helens way out there in the distance, which is a lot clearer for me to see than it is for the camera to see. I've just started seeing rhododendrons. You know, you're getting in the Northwest when you start seeing the rhododendrons pop up. That is Ramona Falls. This used to be the Pacific Crest Trail, but is now closed to stock and is now an alternate route on the Pacific Crest Trail because of extensive rock slides and damage that make it unsafe for stock. Hey, Carrie's pack. Be careful!
Got narrower and narrower.
First Devil's Club that I've come across. Yep. I'm also starting to see Oregon grapes. Those are edible, but they're really tart. And they're not ripe right now. But when I was a kid, we would collect those. My mom would juice them and probably add about 3 bags of sugar. And who knows, you know, make a drink out of them, which we loved. But of course, we loved it because it was straight sugar, but I'm about 1.3 miles away from camp. My toe is hurting me, and I should take my shoe off and put some tape on it, but I don't want to do that yet because I just want to do it and then go to sleep. So I'm going to hike this last 1.3 miles and about 800 feet up, and then I'm going to take care of my foot. Okay, we called it quits for today. We got 13 miles in. Hoover got more than that because we got to the watering hole and then we waited for about 40 minutes or an hour and Carrie never showed up. So I watched Hoover's pack and he took off back down the trail to find her. Ended up going about almost 2.5 miles before he turned around and came back. Couldn't find her. She had gotten off on a side trail and then came out on the trail ahead of us. So we eventually caught up with her, but we lost about 3 hours. And so we pulled up at 13 miles and something like 2,600 feet or something. I'll put it in here. So we're tired, but we're going to get a good start tomorrow and see what we can do tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.